Good afternoon, everybody. That's right. I said afternoon for once. One, it is afternoon. Two, I'm bored of saying good morning every time. So if I'm not feeling like filming, I'll probably do it in the afternoon just to switch things up. So I want to do the calendar. Why do you have to have a name that I can't pronounce? On this day in 2003, Malala Yousafzai, I don't know, makes her first speech to the United Nations addressing women's and children's right to education across the globe. Great. Oh, look, and it's Malala Day. So, yes, she did something. Good job. For Sunday, it was on this day in 1985. Live Aid, a benefit concert held at Wembley Stadium in London, England, and John F. Kennedy Stadium in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, raised 127 million US dollars to go towards famine relief in Ethiopia. And today, for Monday, July 14th, it's Bastille Day in France, and on this day in 1789, revolutionaries stormed the Bastille in Paris, starting the French Revolution. What are them odds with it being Bastille Day? So, I went rock hunting yesterday. It was a lot of fun. We took our time. We were out there for quite a while. It was just loads of fun. So I will be adding that footage at the end of this week's vlog. So if you make it to the end, you get a little bonus footage. If you're not from here, it's nice to see. If you haven't seen, the canola fields and stuff, to us, they're pretty much weeds out here in Alberta. But it is a big part of us is canola. So, I actually never get sick of seeing those yellow fields. I think it's pretty cool. So there's the drive up, and then there's some footage while we were there. It was a little hot, so I couldn't run footage the whole time. And I didn't bring any tripods. We brought a bunch of other stuff with us. Like the metal, like the metal detector, but it did not, we got no dings, which is great. That means no garbage either. So bonus. So we just collected rocks. So you'll see that. It was a really fun time. We did find some, really old stuff. So that was really cool. And of course, just picking it up off the beach. No digging. Here we go. Dinner. I'm going to make dinner. It's a soup. So I'm going to let it sit and simmer all day in its greatness. So I've already got together, the veggies. I'm missing the broccoli. Oh, I'm missing two things. It was broccoli and something else. I can't remember, but I'll add them in later. I'll saute them and add them in at the end. So it's not a big deal. So I'm going to saute all this stuff, cook it all up, get it in and let it sit. I've also decided to add some potatoes. Our chamomile is growing. Sorry for the shadow. It's just how things work. I obviously, because it's the afternoon, everything is done. I just have to put all the cat toys and stuff back. I just finished vacuuming. We can go outside and look at look who needs to go outside. All right, after you then. Oh, my fence is down. Hold on. Did you little chickadees do that to my fence? Did you knock down my fence? It could be just because it's very weak, but that's fine. Okay. Let's get the dog. Out you go, Pooch. Okay, let's... Oh, look at that. Isn't that a beautiful color contrast? Let's, over here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let's hope that bumblebee doesn't come back to try to get me. But down... No, you can't see it. Down there somewhere, it is a fruit. And so far it is forming. I'm just gonna have to baby it. So maybe if I can get out here and move some stuff around, I will show you today. If not today, then tomorrow. Because if I can't move this stuff, I'll have to get somebody who can. It looks... Oh, I dropped it. It looks like my catnip is flowering. I'm stuck. Okay, another thing to do in the garden. Get all the flowers off. Oh, that one's actually blooming. Not allowed. Not allowed. Oh. Not allowed. Okay, I think I got most of them. The new calendula. That one's beautiful. Oh, Flight of the bumblebee, get out of the way. Okay. Okay. We're out of the way. Hi. Hey, bees. Look at the roses. These were the last two that were on here. I'm probably going to cut this one off today. I'll let this one go a little bit longer. Whether or not it'll bloom again, I have no idea. I've never owned a rose before, so here's hoping. But everything's looking good. Nice breezy day. Really happy with things. Marigold is starting to bloom. You can see my peas. There's some peas actually down in there, which is perfect. But these are turtle, so they're black beans. I'm just going to let them dry out. That's how I like them. So yeah, there we go. Little update of the yard. Why not? It's a beautiful day. All right. But for now, come on, Alfie. Good boy. Hi, Kitty Patootie. No, you're not allowed out. You go into your catio. Go into your catio. You want to smell the catnip? Too strong? Yeah, too strong. He doesn't like fresh catnip as much as my other cats. But I'm gonna go back to fixing up dinner. I'll probably show a little take of what I've done for dinner. That'll honestly probably be it for today, just because the fact that I did a lot yesterday. I spent a lot of time in the sun, and I'm still feeling a little exhausted from the whole thing. I'm going to finish putting the house back together. I also have this pile here. I want to start sorting through my fabrics to decide what I want to use to cover this couch and get to work on that. And that's going to be a long process because it's going to take me a long time to cut these squares out, or whatever shapes I'm going to use. I'm thinking just squares for the back, and then I'll do appliques on top. But yeah, so anyways, I got a lot of that to do, but I'll get to it. Nothing like starting off the morning with a good little cuddle session with my Mr. Mittens. Say welcome to Tuesday. Oh, I hear ya, baby. Is that Loki? That's Loki. What's wrong, Loki? Okay, just doing some deadheading. Coming through, getting rid of what the plants couldn't. Nothing too special, just another day pruning in the garden. My wispy poppies. I'm still pulling weeds too. There's so many weeds in here, it's ridiculous. But that's okay. Everybody's been watered, everybody's pretty happy. Again, there's things I think we'll get, there's things I don't think we'll get. I don't think we'll get pumpkins, which is fine. I can't remember what flowers I put in there, but they're definitely not coming up either. Also okay. Again, my watermelon is doing fantastic. It wants to take over in here. I was thinking about moving the cucumber out because it's not doing so well anyways. Let's do that. All right, let's do this calendar, get it over and done with. Oh, I got something in my eye. Okay. Here we go. On this day for Tuesday, July 15th, in 1799, Pierre-Francois Bouchard, an officer in the French Army of Engineers, unearths the Rosetta Stone in Egypt. I kind of giggle a little bit when I hear Rosetta Stone because I just think of a easy way to learn another language, if I'm correct. I think it's the same thing. But I just wanted to show you. I got a duck. Don't follow me, dog. So this is what I am doing. I have got it stringed up to my bike, stringed up to my vacuum, and I am going to be sitting here listening to some YouTube stories and spending my day tying this net. It'll probably take me the majority of the day with all the little breaks I will have to need because this is pretty tedious, but I need this to hold that squash plant. So if I can get this done, then maybe we can go look at that squash plant because I never got to show you the actual fruit that is developed on it. And yeah, yes. This is probably going to be my day. I'll see you at dinner. Oh, does somebody want to go outside now? Okay, fine. I'll go around the long way. There's the family of crows. Two babies, two parents. Sauteing a bunch of lovely vegetables for dinner. Gonna cook it up with the vegan sausage. Probably toss it into those wraps and add that taco seasoning. And that's the stuff I got from the store. Q-tips, toothpaste, and some Head and Shoulders. Because I like it. Okay, that's it. Welcome, everybody. It is Wednesday. For today's fact, on this day in 1945, the first atomic bomb test, codenamed Trinity, is conducted near Los Alamos, New Mexico. All right, that's it. That's all for now. I've already done most of my dishes besides what I just made a mess to make my smoothie. I gotta let it sit for 10 minutes because it's got chia seeds in it, so they gotta absorb and stuff and soften. So I'm gonna go hop on the bike, watch some YouTube, and I'll see you guys after. It is around 1:30 or so. I'm going to start getting ready, clear off the cutting board, and start getting some stuff cut for dinner tonight. And I'll just toss it into a bowl until I'm ready to use it in the fridge. So at least that way I am all ready to go. And it's less to do all at once because I'm having a bad day. I feel bad and my hands hurt. So let's get this done as quickly as possible. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. That's right. I said Friday, not Thursday. So, not that I didn't want to film yesterday. It's just there really wasn't anything worth filming yesterday. I ended up taking my time and just tackling a bunch of stuff around the house. I didn't want to do laundry, but unfortunately had to do laundry because my one cat has... it's a medication, not a medication. It's not through the vet, but it is something he has to take. Anyways, it's vegan fish, and it's a powder form. I add into liquid. I put it into a little syringe and shoot it into his mouth because it's the only way he'll get his full dose. It's a bright yellow, like turmeric yellow, and it got on one of my favorite shirts. So, needless to say, I tacked on a bit more than I should have, and I ended up doing the laundry. But it is what it is. I got lots done. The usual dishes counter. I mopped the floors. I ended up cleaning the railing. I did some stuff upstairs. I did some stuff downstairs. I was out in the garden. I mean, it was a very packed day. So, and it was just leftovers for dinner. So you didn't miss anything. Don't worry. Okay, so we'll do Thursday. On this day in 1955, July 17th, Disneyland opens in Anaheim, California. Very cool. And for today, Friday, on this day in 1918, Nelson Mandela is born in South Africa. We're going to leave it at that. You want to fill in the blank? You can fill in the blank, but didn't know that was his middle name, and now I know. I was about to say, is it Nelson Mandela Day? Look, it is. Who would have thunk it? All right, so I got my little bits of things to do. I just hopped out of the shower, so I didn't do the dishes, but as you can see, there isn't really a whole lot because it was leftovers. I have to clean up my counter from the coffee messes. Oh, so we've got this going on. So this is the dried chamomile so far, plus what's in this tray, which I'll add to here today. And this is the calendula petals so far. I have another one here and here. This is one of our roses. So that one will also go into a little container for tea. I can't use the carnation because the carnation is from the grocery store, or flower store, whatever. A lot of the times they use chemicals and preservatives to keep them alive and looking beautiful. So that one is strictly a simmer pot. Whereas my roses and my calendula, I can use those in teas. So, and this is the other one of my rose. And this one we just cut yesterday. And there's another calendula, that beautiful bright yellow. So, I will be going outside today. We have to, and yes, it's a we now. We have to fill up the bird feeder, clean out what I've deemed the pond, which is the bird bath. You can probably, oh, my finger's in the way. This is the cucumber. I'll show you that. I kicked it out just because of the powdery mildew. I figured if it's not getting enough airflow, I'm just going to kick it out, see how it does. It doesn't need to be in the greenhouse. I was just hoping it would do better, so I was going to leave it in there. I also got some new pots, which I'll be showing you, and I have to open up the greenhouse. It was nice enough yesterday. I was able to leave the windows up, but I always like to close the door because I don't want a bunch of bugs to go in there at night and get stuck either. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Everything's been watered last night, so everything should be good there. I have a carrot here I'd like to check on and see how it's doing. These Atlas carrots should be close to done if I'm correct, but you just never know. And maybe we can add some more dirt because these pots are all full of dirt that I just got. So what I'm thinking about doing is taking the poppies out, taking the stand out, and just dumping all the dirt in that corner of the bed and then just putting the pot on top of it. So I need to clear some more space because it's hard to get through. So that is the plan for this beautiful Friday. I do think, well, it looks like we're supposed to get some rain. I'm not sure when. I'll probably have to check the forecast for that. Hopefully it's this evening or it's outside of the city and I don't have to worry about it. And if it does rain, I have a backup because I am working on quilting the cat couch. It's actually a child's couch. It was a Cinderella couch, but it's been stained over the years. It's a very old couch now. So my mom used it for her cats and just threw a blanket over it. And I'm just going to kind of refurbish it, so to speak, and just put some new patchwork fabric on it. So I'm pretty excited for that. So couple good projects to do today. Not too much in the way of cleaning because I did all of it yesterday in preparation. So bonus, I guess I'll just get my dishes done, drink another coffee, and then we'll head out and see what's going on in the garden. Okay, as you guys know, I'm pretty candid on this. I mean, we all have the few things we keep private just as to not get, I guess you could say, trolled or whatever. But I just got a phone call, not phone call, email. Sorry, I just got an email, and it was bad news. It wasn't, okay, I can't go into detail about this because it's a process. Maybe when it's all said and done and I get through it, I'll talk about it. But anyways, I'm going through this battle right now, and needless to say, I wasn't expecting it to not go this way. As in, I knew this is what the decision was going to be, but it doesn't make the blow any easier to deal with because it just means that this has to continue and drag on, which at this point, I'm just over it. I'd rather be broken without these people than to deal with them. But anyways, we're going to go do some gardening because it's going to make me feel better. But I'm just honestly going to throw some music onto it probably because I don't know if there's much to talk about. And I don't know if you can see this, but it is really windy out. So I expect it to be really loud on the camera anyways. So let's go open things up and get a few things done outside. Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, and I just realized I didn't close out this week's vlog. So I just wanted to say, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. If you want to support the channel, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And yeah, I mean, it was kind of a blah week, but I mean, that happens. It's part of life, and it is what it is. So again, if you made it this far too, bonus video, I guess, at the end will be last Sunday's rock hunt. So I really hope you enjoy that. It was a lot of fun. It was a beautiful day, which is quite the contrast compared to what I've got going outside today. It is supposed to be rainy all weekend. So actually, you know what? It looks better on camera than it does in real life here. So gonna be a rainy day, rainy weekend, but that's okay. So thank you again. I will see you next week. Good morning, everybody. I am coming to you on a Sunday morning because we're getting ready to go, I guess you could say, rock hunting. I mean, I just love collecting rocks. I always have. And I kind of recently been getting back into it again. I mean, not that I ever wasn't into it, but now I'm more into it. So whatever. We're going to go for a drive and we're going to go find some rocks. So let's go. Okay, nothing like coming across a hole somebody dug to find this above it. What little creature lives in there?